We'll be right back.
Okay, g'day. I'm just going to be doing a few character drawings today, and we'll see how I go. Last time I tried this, the audio was crazy bad, so I'm going to have a crack at keeping the audio levels a little nicer. I wonder if that music even is a little bit loud. I suppose we'll find out. Alright, this is one I did previously. I actually did the rough for it online on the stream, but I had to hide the stream because the audio was just so awful. I thought, is there any real point in having this up? Yeah. Yes. Okay. And I wonder if it's not better to give this a little bit darker of a shadow under the neck. All of these portraits are based on my grandpa. But they don't look too much like him because I really straightened out his face, simplified everything down. And this nose is not right at all. But yeah. Oh, that's why that doesn't work. It hasn't got the other areas here. I probably should have posted this stream that I was going live somewhere. I'm really bad at that sort of thing. Okay, how's that look? Not bad. I don't actually know if I like that better or not. I guess I prefer the shadow to be more simple. Not follow so much the contours of the face. How's that? Just maybe round it out. Then it's still got to follow the contours of the neck though, right? It's not wrapping around a flat surface. Yeah, I don't know if we need it. There is a shadow there already. I just thought maybe darken it a little bit. Yeah, it looks better without it. Alright, that's just a little experiment. That's fine. Alright, so this one on the right here is a bad one that I did. And I'm not going to use it. That was just a little warm-up. Okay. Okay, let's have a crack at something a bit better. This hat was like a real staple of my grandpa. He always wore these. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Not having too much luck yet with the shape that I wanted. It's more like that, I think. Very wide brim. It's actually easier to start with the head. I don't know why I was trying to do this hat. Like, I've drawn a lot of heads. I haven't drawn a lot of hats, so probably easy to fit the hat to his head rather than do what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm not going to do it like that. I think I'll start again. Alright, so importantly, the head is looking up. We're looking at it from the bottom of the chin, more an upward angle. Okay. Yeah. Always gets a little tougher to draw and talk at the same time. I think it goes more like that. Okay, so the nose would be here. Such a tricky angle, this one. And actually, the it needs to come out further, more like that. More like that. Oh, don't do that. Alright. And then, yeah, like that, yeah. And this is cheek one, which goes like that, and this is cheek, sort of goes like that, really. Right, and then this is cheek two. Goes a bit like that. Okay, I think it's sort of coming together. Here's the ear. And because his head's tilted upwards, the ears are going to be lower than the eyebrows, which are up here somewhere. Okay. I want to keep this chin detail. It's a bit bigger over here. I mean, obviously this is not going to look the exact same. It's just sort of iteration at the moment. The nose actually is the hardest thing on for me on older characters or older humans. I don't know why. A lot of trouble getting that like size and a lot of the proportions and the shape right. Also, this is going more like that in the picture because we have it's all should be, if this is a box like this, it should be, this is a box, it should all be receding that way, right? Because we've got sort of this view on it, and upwards view like that, which means this is even probably a bit wide. Probably just a bit wide. That's probably more accurate. Yeah, I think that would be better. Yeah, not too bad. All right. Okay. What comes next? So the eyebrows are actually here. And over here, they're actually under the hat in the reference, but it's alright, we'll put them in just so we can sort of see what's happening. If I flip this, does it look silly? It does look silly. Why does that look silly? Something to do with this here. Okay. I guess that's the start of the hat there. And that's where the neck is coming into it. Now we can actually see under here. This is kind of the main point of doing this, but otherwise it's just this again. But like the point is we've got like a more of an upward angle here. So I would like to reflect that. We decided that was the cheek, right? Yeah. Oh, alright. That is the cheek. Bit of a tough sketch right out of the gate. Okay. And it looks pretty bad, but let's move on from the nose for now until we can sort out what's happening with this face. So this angle actually looks good over here. This is what I'm seeing on the jaw, is there's a little bit, it's actually a little bit more like this. And then Because it's only 2 lines. It goes like this. And then the ears there. Oh. And then the ears here. And we can actually see the other ear. Now, how is this again? This go. I need to flip it again. More comfortable working from this way. So this is all receding to that way, that direction. There's not enough of a there's a little bit of a flat area here. Okay. Put a little circle in there so we know what where the lips start. Okay. And then excuse me. We can actually see I just shortened this, now I'm bringing it back out again. It's tough when you're not like measuring proportions. Like I could measure this on the picture itself, but I'm trying to develop my eye, so it's a complicated little process. Okay. So, I guess we'll get the hat in now. Looks pretty good. That would be the top of the hat there. And the eyes are actually here. I'll just mark them in with lines for now. Little lines to signify the eyes. There we go. 1, 2. Okay. And the eyebrows would be going up here. It's not too bad. I'm liking this so far. Every time I say that, I find a way to, you know, screw it up a bit. But if we imagine his hair, we could just see a little bit of it. He's not as skinny in the face as this one. This one's really stylized. Okay. And then put a little hat top on. The reason I'm doing these is because I have a character in mind for my animation that I eventually want to make, and it's like a mechanic character. And in real life, my grandpa was a mechanic, so I thought it would be cool to base that character on him. And also, yeah, I don't know. He was cool. So I don't know. It's a cool character. I feel like it's a good idea. We'll see. There's some issues with my bucket hat. I mean, for starters, the proportions in this one are way more realistic. I think that... I think that actually needs to come higher. did away with that bit. You can see just a little bit of the ear that's folding under the hat. I wish I could get in there and see the dark parts to see what happens to a hat like this. Because even in references, this bit of the hat is always very unclear. It's all dark in here. So like the ear's like tucking under there, but I can't see how the fold of the hat would work. I guess like that. It still needs to go higher. Which means that the top of our hat needs to also go a bit higher, I think. This hat is making most of the mess of this whole drawing. I'll just get rid of that for now. You know what I mean? I'll just I'll get rid of it for now and we'll see. Like the structure here is good, I think. I think it's good. I just brought it back in. Alright. I knew this was going to be the most difficult part for me. I always have trouble with this sort of thing. There we go. Alright. Okay, I feel like it's coming together now. God, I hate doing this bit. For starters, that mouth is too big. Let's work on the face a bit while we come to terms with it. So. Yeah, there's actually a bit more. Maybe the face is a little small, even a little short, even. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think the face is a little bit short, even. Or maybe just too much space is occupied by the chin. Okay. And, as we know from the other picture, that nose is not that straight. Yeah. Sort of getting there. Looking better. Starting to look better. I might have overestimated how much perspective whatever it is, when the line diminishes into the vanishing point is happening here. Alright. Okay. That looks to me to be not too bad. We do have an ear, though. So, what are the, let's just, more or less, it's going to be like that, right? Bottom of the nose. Can save me now. You're drowning in my heart. Say goodbye to all that was. I let you go, my love. Okay. So far that's alright. Did take a long time to get there, but we're finally getting there. And we can see like the under. Okay. Now, for the actual tough part again. Maybe I can use the ellipse tool. Maybe that's not such a useful tool. It'd be useful if I could resize it a little better. And then it comes up, right? Alright, let's try that. Not quite there though, is it? And
Me too, I'm just like you, and I need to fuck it up sometime. I'm stuck with ego trips and sex to another mobile. Sometimes I feel magic that I managed to fuck up somehow.
guess it's helpful just to have a little guide that I can work off, even if it's not that accurate. That's the ear. I don't know how to draw this angle on a hat. No, I'm just messing around. I mean, some of that's good. The ear is especially good. That is exactly where that would be. This other stuff's not so good. Alright. I don't know how interesting this is actually. Just having me stuck on something for ages. I suppose it is just practice. I've come across this problem before. Must have been in one of the animatics I did. Or I just could not get this hat looking right. I think in the animatic I ended up tracing it. Which is honestly what I could have done here, but I feel like it's just about resolved. Right? That looks okay. Still got the eyes to finish. I actually think the eyes would be a little lower. It'd be more like here. For eyes. Okay. Coming together. No need to lament just yet. And there's one big problem, and that is this bit over here. Could not possibly be wider than this bit here. Okay. Oh, my back's getting a little sore from this. I don't want it out that wide though. I might have to switch to some figure drawing, something that's a little bit quicker and simpler. So my energy gets really drained on this. And also, my back starts hurting from sitting like this. Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's see. I like that. Oh. No. Like that. Alright. How do we feel about that? Unless it could be wider? Not much wider. It's not much wider than the other side. Maybe like that. Even as I would have thought it would be much wider because the perspective, we're getting a much closer look. But maybe there's some foreshortening happening or something. Something I don't understand. Oh no, YouTube is not responding. YouTube is not responding. That's not good. Wonder what's happening. That's not good, is it? Oh yeah, okay, it looks like it's working still. Roger, alright. Easy. Okay. Yeah. It's a bad, I'm just so bad at this hat. Took a course once where they were like, hey man, you gotta build your visual library. And by drawing like random objects. But in my experience, just drawing a few objects is not, breaking a few objects down does not put them in my visual library that much. I do have a pretty weak visual library though. In terms of like, I have trouble remembering how to visually do things. Nobody's hat looks like that though. Alright. Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna roll with this, so for the hat because I can't draw it. And maybe it's okay. Alright. Now there's a lot of space in here where the ear tucks under. There's actually a cast shadow here too. Goes like this. And there's a whole lot of cast shadow over here because of the hat. Alright. I do hate the top of this hat though. Like if there was a head in here, that would be way bigger. And I guess it's going that way, so it would more be like that, right? I don't know just yet. I'm going to leave that out for now. We've got the brim at least. It's the brim of the hat. So I'll work on the eyes now. And the eyes should go in there. That's not quite enough of a curve. Start again. Oh, I like the size of it though. Alright, start again. It's not in the right position, but that's a good shape. Okay. I have an issue with making eyes too big, and then I'm gonna regret increasing that size maybe. Yeah, they're not that big. I mean, they are that. I think the nose is just too small, man. Maybe. Maybe the nose is just too small. Yep, that's better. Okay. Nope. Yeah, great. Great. I like that. Alright, and then... Now, in the photo, this eye is way out of line. But I'm not going to do that, because I know from experience that trying to follow the reference like that ends up with a really wonky looking picture. It's even a bit out of line there. Yeah, like, look, if I flip this, oh my. Ah, it's not too bad. It is out of line. I guess I'll try and make it a normal looking. That's where I would put it. Shrink it a bit. That's where I would put it, like there. Right? I would follow this line. I would follow the box shape of the head. Although, yeah, I'd have to lift this slightly. Yeah. Okay. And we're kind of left with nothing left to do but the brim of the hat, but the top of the hat. Other than like details. Other than cleaning it up. Does that look okay? I think so. It's a nice song. All right. I do hate it. I hate I hate some bits of it. Okay. And then okay. It's so bad, the top of that hat. Alright. What do we think? It's alright, right? Not the worst drawing ever. I think the nose could be better. My back's hurting a lot from drawing like this. Alright. I think the nose could be better. Honestly, like, it's not the worst portrait ever, but it doesn't really capture any of the magic, you know what I mean, of the actual person. Like, I think structurally it's not the worst portrait ever, but it's those little micro expressions that I just can't capture. This looks like a very stern person, and that's not the impression I get in the photo. I mean, not really, right? Not really. The eyes could shrink just a touch too. I don't know. The top of the cheek there. Maybe get the top of the cheek over here too. It's more like here, right? My back hurts from sitting like this. I don't know what it is. Oh, Carly boy. Carly Mancia. God, it's so good to hear from you, Carly boy. Okay. The proportions aren't great. I wonder if widening... Just a little wider would help. Thanks, Carly boy. You reckon he's a fisherman? God, Carly boy, I can't believe you made it. This is the first time I've ever seen you in one of these live streams, mate. I'm beside myself with joy, Carly boy. You reckon we do a little Mad Maxin tonight, Carly? You reckon we do a little bit of Mad Max Fortnite? Legally distinct Mad Max? Such an angry photo. This, it's not. The picture's not angry. Just a little Mad Maxin. Let's not upset the copyright. Yes, Carly boy. I can't wait for that. Now that we're Fortnite boys again. You know what I'm saying? Now that we're back to playing Fortnite all the time. There was a good period where we were just playing it all the time. But also you do get sick of that game after a while. I guess that's why they have to mix it up so much. Yeah, this cheek will go like this. Extend out to there. Alright. Oh, the top of the hat's so bad. Alright, that's pretty good. Just lower it now and... do one run on the opacity of it. This one's better. But I mean, it has had longer. I worked on it. It's already had one run. That's the main reason. And to get Psylocke. As in, Psylocke is, that's the skin that's been in it, yeah? What's wrong with the top of the hat? I don't know. Perspective-wise, it doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not smart enough to fix it, Carly boy. Carlos, what time are we playing tonight, mate? I might have to go to gym in a second. Thanks, Carly boy. I'm smoothing it all out here. You gotta eat? Alright. I'll finish this in a second and then I'm gonna go and do some gym. I do hate that nose that I just drew. And keep the fisherman guy too. Alright, Carly boy. For you, mate, I'll do anything. Think about when it's you, me, and Freno. We're making our giant animation, mate. What do you think about these tunes, Carly boy? Make it like the fisherman guy to go to the noir guy for information. Alright. Wait, which one's the fisherman guy? This one? Or this one? Oh, I do hate that. I hate that chin. The one on the right is alright, okay. And this is noir because you can't see his eyes. Because he's hiding his eyes, mate. Carlos, I watched this animated fish police show on YouTube today. I watched like the whole series. I can't believe it ever got made into a series. You have to watch a bit of it. They're like anthropomorphic fish. The physics makes no sense. They're all underwater, right? So presumably like, but everything is just like it's like they're people. Like all the physics are as if they're above water and they're people, but they don't but they're fish. And some of them have hair. Like, some of them are, like, sexy girls and stuff. Like, there's one character who's, like, your classic femme fatale, Jessica Rabbit type situation. Yes, you're right, actually. It's not that crazy, because SpongeBob did do that. Yeah, maybe you're right. It's, like, normal physics under the water. Yeah, well, they tried to play it off for laughs, but I was confused. In one part, the guy's, like, hanging from a building, and the cop's out there to, like, save him. And then the cop's like, you can just let go, we're in water. And then he lets go, but instead of him like swimming and then being like, we're in water the whole time, he does actually fall and like flatten a car. So I don't know, it was very confusing. But yeah, it is, it's classic, yeah, it's like a Lola Rabbit type character. It's a pretty weird, I'm gonna send it to you. I don't know whether it's worth watching the whole series like I did today. But at least like one episode, you know? Also, we love animated shows, Carly Boy, because well, that's our passion, you know? But SpongeBob would do it for like laughs, then keep the actual physics. Yeah. Yeah, I think like SpongeBob's writing was a fair bit above this writing, although this was going for a very different. It's literally like a sitcom, but like also you're meant to like the main character, I think, but he's just like two-timing this girl, and the show writers were clearly blokes because like they keep playing it off like he's like the good guy just keeps getting stuck in these weird situations with these two girls. There's like a love triangle, but like he is just constantly like they both love him. I think it must be adult oriented. I think it must be because like they're constantly making like sex innuendo as well, which is like a weird thing for a cartoon to do. They're constantly like, and not good innuendo, but like innuendo like at one point like the secretary in the police office, she's like an old lady, and he says something about how something unrelated got shorter or was really quick, and then she was like, that's what happens when you're older, and like obviously not as good as Ren and Stimpy. Not even like drawn to life. It's not that graphic. It's more like, yeah, I guess Ren and Stimpy. Ren and Stimpy-esque, but maybe like, I don't know, not as funny. I can't remember Ren and Stimpy well enough to remember if it was really good. My memory of Ren and Stimpy is that it was really funny and clever, but maybe that's because I was a kid when I watched it. Yeah, maybe it is Ren and Stimpy, yes. But it was yeah, Carly Boy, it was, I watched the whole thing, mate. I got it done. I knew you would want me to see it all, so I watched it all. It was only like 4 episodes. But also the funny thing about that lady, she was like, that's what happens when you get older. That was her like innuendo joke about like having sex, saying it gets shorter when you get older. But my understanding is it's the opposite of that. My understanding is as you get older, it gets longer and more difficult to achieve. So like, I don't know why. I think they just wanted to make that joke, and they were like, she'll say this. How long is each ep? I think it's like 20 minutes. Like a 20-minute ep. It was a good chunk of my day that I watched it. I was doing other stuff, like it was just on in the background. But like, I also don't know how... I don't know who the audience for that is. Yeah, it's long, Carly Boy. Well, not long, but it was like, you know. Alright, I'm gonna stop soon, I think. I have to go to gym and... This is kind of a nice... I'll finish this off stream, and then I'll come back. Thanks for coming in, Carly boy. It's been an hour and 11 minutes. What's the time? Yeah, you probably would. I honestly, I would get bored of it as well. The stories aren't amazing in the show. It's like your typical stuff. Alright, I'll have to, mate. I'll have to put him in something. If I can get this one looking okay. So bad. Alright, mate, I'll catch you later, yeah? I'm going to stop this stream somehow.